A video game genre I've always wanted to play but never became invested was the fighting game genre. I have played many different ones like some of the Street Fighter games, Tekken 7, ARMS, Mortal Kombat 11, and even SNK Heroin Tag Team Frenzy. This is a WarioWare game, but only series that I mostly get invested into was Smash Bros. It's a few different reasons, including it's a crossover between games, easy to pick up and play, and the fact that this is one of the series I consider to be a part of my early gaming hobby, and I also suck at it. But over time, I stopped caring about it and moved on from my life because it contained drama and awful people. But today, we will be playing a different, in quotes, fighting game. This is Guilty Gear, a series developed by Arc System Works, who, from the looks of it, has experience of making interesting fighting games. These include Blaze Blue and some based off anime like Kill la Kill and Dragon Ball Z. So with many different types of fighting games, they should know what they want to do with the game. Will it be a punch in the face? Or is this just like every fighting game but with a different art style? This is the myth, the legend, Squidward 5, and this is my gaming essay on Guilty Gear Strive. Unlike my other reviews in which I made categories to organize my stuff, this will be more of an impressions video in which I explain my experiences with this game and how it impressed or disappoints me. A reason I'm doing this is because there's not a real story mode and just a 4 to 5 hour long movie explaining about this Eno character, and something about the control of the White House with the new character Happy Chaos, along with some psychological questions about life, which is interesting, but I can't tell you much since it's been a while since I've seen the story mode. I recommend not seeing it unless you want to know who these characters are. Also, there was a new character that came out recently for the game, and in the making of this review, I have not touched this character. With that out of the way, let's talk about the game. If you can't already tell, this is a fighting game, but there are some things I want to discuss here. The way things are set up here help make new players comfortable. Yes, you will struggle, but that's everything in life, including college. A way that can help is to pause the game and look at the moveset, which can teach you about the certain combos you can do. And it's really not that hard to do them if you know how they work. I know this is for every fighting game from my knowledge, but how the game is shown and if the players uses the resources, they can find a way to win with a certain character. Or in some cases, the character will feel natural. Also, the combos and attacks you do are super over the top and stylized. Some characters like Mei, who is a rejected Genshin Impact character, has some great combos and attacks, which is a good character to learn. Another one I play with often is Nagiruki, and this shows that the developers are not racist and have ended racism. But in all seriousness though, he can feel like a pretty hard boss in the arcade mode, but when you use him or characters you're good at, he's just a walk in the park. You have your typical stuff you would find in a fighting game, such as an arcade mode, CPU battles, local multiplayer stuff, and other shit. To finish this off, let's talk about the online stuff since that's what I've mostly been playing with. There are many different modes for online, but I remember doing the one that has a lobby system and it's based on ranks. And also, it's the only mode I played online. I mostly played on 5 to 6 since it's a skill level I'm good at, and I had a good time with the battles online. And I could say it's the reason I find this game enjoyable. The people I played against were mostly nice and I would play at least 3 rounds with them at a time since we're having fun. I would have my share of victories and there were some great players too. And there's a level up feature, but it's somewhat useless in my opinion to some extent because it only really shows how much you've been playing the game online. Finally, I'll be discussing the graphics. The game has a unique art style that helps it stand out. With highly detailed backgrounds, the character designs look fresh and unique, and the game runs at 864p 60 frames per second on base PS4, the console I played the game on. But from other consoles like the PS5 and PS4 Pro, it rams much better. To wrap up my quick essay, this game is possibly the best fighting game on the market with how each character has its own playstyle that can fit anyone's need. Online stuff is really cool and a joyride along with the performance and graphics having stand out on whatever console you play it on. I'll give the game a 9.4 out of 10. If you're interested in fighting games or the game looks interesting to you, then get it.
It's a wonderful day to go out and play. Hey, maybe you could come along. All you need to bring is a song to sing, a happy little baby song.